we very much believe that the financial sector needs to be well regulated and supervised. You guys spoke about trust earlier as one of the key ingredients of a financial system. We need people to believe in paper money. So we cannot undermine trust in the system. So we have a lot of sympathy for regulators, policymakers and regulators, as they balance the four big objectives of any financial system, which is stability, inclusion, integrity. We don't want the system to be abused for nefarious things like trafficking in drugs or money laundering. And we need consumer protection as well. So policymaking, regulation of a financial system is absolutely necessary. What's happening a bit, and this is more true in advanced economies, because we have all these structural changes, different people now could provide financial services, or at least could be the front end for financial services. The platforms that we are talking about are one of them. And a lot of the traditional regulatory measures or thinking that is in place around what does it take, for example, for you to open an account, right? You have to show an ID and an electricity bill in this country. Or how do you look for suspicious activities? A lot of the thinking and the policy making and the regulation around these things in many countries predates the invention of the iPhone, right? The regulators with good intent didn't even conceive of the world that we are now living in. And so we do need an updating, actually a continuous updating on our approaches to these things. Because there are probably better ways to identify whether people should get access to the financial system. I gotta believe that in today's world, right, with machine learning and data availabilities, there are better ways to find suspicious activities rather than going through reams of papers with a yellow highlighter. And that is what is still happening in a lot of countries. So yes, we do need this acceleration, and it will happen. And we do two things against that. We do invest in B2B fintech companies or RegTech companies, as they are called, who are providing some of these modern services, digitally native, cloud-based. And of course, they can only do what the regulators allow them to do. But these companies do exist, and they are accelerating the modernization of the system. And we invest against that. And then the second thing we do is, with many others, we are engaging in a policy and regulatory dialogue globally in specific countries. In the US, the transition team of the president-elect is actually on the record to look into some of these things that could accelerate real-time payments or retail payments in the US that could make funds more immediately available. Because a lot of what's happening today is this notion of, I have a check or I get my paycheck on Friday, but my bank only is going to credit me on Monday. And if I need funds over the weekend, what do I have to do? I have to cash my check for a steep fee. And these are the type of inefficiencies that have accumulated over the years, decades. And we can do much better than that.